Dark Souls 3, the epic action roleplay game that was released in 2016. I give it a 10 out of 10. Thank you for watching and goodbye. Alright, on a more serious note, as Molegul is off fighting DreamWorks, I'm here to talk about Dark Souls 3. This game is filled with content, from epic boss fights to all kinds of secrets. I think we should start from the beginning.
Yes, indeed.
When you start a new game, you're met with an epic intro cutscene.
It is called Lothric.
You are told about Lothric, which is where the game is set on. Lothric has 19 locations inside it, but we'll talk about them later. After the cutscene, you're introduced to the character creation screen. Here you can choose your name, gender, age, class, burial gift, and then customize your character as you want. There's Knight, Mercenary, Warrior, Herald, Thief, Assassin, Sorcerer, Pyromancer, Cleric, and Deprived. Each of them have a set of skill levels that sort of determine your adventure's first couple hours of playing style. For Burial Gift, if you want to be cheap, you can get one item for free at the very beginning. Most useful ones are Life Ring and Black Fire Bomb in my opinion. Either way, I think we all can agree that the most fun part is customizing your appearance. You can do a lot of tweaking to your appearance. You can go from Tay Zonday to Michael Jackson, and from Michael Jackson to the Joker. When you're done, you finalize your character. You're once again met with an epic cutscene about your character rising from the dead. And here we are at the first location, Cemetery of Ash. Cemetery of Ash is kind of like a tutorial island. You'll learn about game mechanics, such as dashing, and my favorite, the butt attack. If you're playing the game on a keyboard, you might be a bit confused about the controls, so I suggest looking at the key bindings. Most people suggest playing on a gamepad though. Here's my point about the secrets. Even the tutorial island has a secret boss, or should we call it a mini boss. If you hit the enemy enough, depending on their poise, you can actually stagger them, and when you hit them once more, you will play an epic cutscene of you smacking the heck out of that enemy. This is one of the things I actually love about the Souls games. If you can beat it, you are rewarded with a Titanite scale, which is a good upgrading material. The game, of course, like all Souls games, have a checkpoint system called bonfires. You can teleport from a bonfire to another bonfire that you have lit, and it's a very useful traveling network. Bonfires also restore everything. Even most of the enemies you just killed respawn. It doesn't take long at all until you're at the very first boss. First you may think, oh, he's friendly because we are removing the sword, but you are met with the truth very shortly. He might be challenging to people who have never played any Souls games, but for everyone else it's a piece of cake most of the time. After you beat Udex Gunder, you can lit the bonfire and open the door to go to the Firelink Shrine. The Firelink Shrine is kind of like a hub that connects all the places together. It's kind of like your home. You have the blacksmith there, you have the firekeeper, you have everything here. When you walk down, you can actually restore the power of the Firelink Shrine. It becomes the main bonfire. Here you can see all the bonfires that I have unlocked, and one of the bonfires takes me forward in the game. But let's talk about leveling up in this game.
Welcome to the bonfire, unkindled one. I'm a firekeeper. I tend to the flame and tend to thee. The lords have left their thrones and must be delivered to them. To this end, I am at thy
We get
side.
the options to level up, talk or leave. Firekeepers are beings that exchange your souls to enhance your skills. I will tell you more about souls after this.
Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
A leveling up screen shows up and you can choose whatever skills you want to level up. These of course will enhance different things, and you should probably look up better information on this because there's a lot to learn. Some weapons require some stats, some armors require some stats, and personally I like that logic. Let's talk about souls. Souls are the currency of the game. You can get souls from killing enemies. Sometimes there are items that are souls that you can crush to get more souls. Most bosses drop a soul that you can exchange for a boss weapon most of the time, or crush for more souls. You can use souls for pretty much everything. As you progress through the game, you are given a ton of paths to go through. So many secrets that I doubt you would find them on your own, and that's what I like about Dark Souls 3. The difficulty of Dark Souls 3 is pretty fine in my opinion. It's not too easy, it's not too hard, at least for a person that used over 300 hours on Dark Souls 2, but that's besides the point. I think it's fairly easy to get to after you've used some honest hours on playing the game. The game also has an unbelievable amount of lore that I really can't follow myself. But you should check out some people like Vatividia. I don't know how to pronounce that properly, but you will see it on the screen. He makes the most epic lore videos. The boss fights vary a lot and give the game a good sense of diversity. Dark Souls 3 is also the first Souls game to ever introduce weapon arts. Weapon arts are special moves with weapons. Here's an example of katana sword art, repeated a few times to showcase it. Using a weapon art consumes focus points. Your focus points are shown as the blue bar, right below your health. You can also use the Ashen Estus flask to replenish all your focus points. And of course, sitting on a bonfire replenishes it as well. There's so many things to talk about on Dark Souls 3, but honestly, I've talked about everything that came to my mind right now. The story for Dark Souls 3 is amazing, and I suggest looking at Vatividia's videos, like I said before, checking out some gameplay, checking out the wiki, and all of that. I would definitely suggest this game for anyone who likes role-playing games, or RPGs for short. But first, before you play Dark Souls 3, I suggest getting the 1, 2 and 2.2 before Dark Souls 3. I personally started with Dark Souls 2 and I loved it. My friends suggested it to me and I just bought it and tried it out. It took many hours, but I kind of got the hang of it and became a pretty good player. Dark Souls 3 of course has online play, which in you can play the game with your friends or play PvP, whatever you really want. It works pretty good. There might be some hackers though, so I would look out. Here you can see a hacker doing infinite blood loss. Yeah. That's why I mainly stay out of the online part, but it's fun to play with friends. Overall, I like the artistic value of Dark Souls. It has very cool places to explore, very cool animations, very cool cutscenes. I just love it. It's very fantastic, and not to mention the epic music. I really give it a 10 out of 10. It's not even a joke. Heck, I will give it a 11 out of 10. But yeah, I want to thank Molegul for letting me do this, letting me be a guest on his channel. And of course, thank you for watching. You probably should subscribe to Molegul if you want. He's a pretty funny guy. This is the first kind of a video that I've done on a more serious note, even though I tried to add some memes, but I enjoyed making it. Again, thanks Molegul for letting me be a guest on your channel, and I guess this review is right there. There you go. I hope you enjoyed. I don't know what I even said in this review because it took a long time to make, almost a whole day, but I did it. Thank you for watching, and we will see you guys on the next video of Moles. Goodbye.